Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to a video of me just, showing y'all one of those dumb tweets that go viral. And then overall I gotta talk about it because there's just at times where people they get on social media and they say some dumb things and it's like, fam, you. Oh, okay. So no, there's a lot more that this girl said. All right. So yeah, you know what? Let's sit down. Let's talk about this tweet. All right. So let me bring it up for you guys to read yourself if you want to. But anyways, so the woman goes on to say, there's a trend, and I think I've only seen it in the last 5 to 6 years of grown men crying when they see their bride walking down the aisle. I have to say it is extremely gay. Men shouldn't cry at such things. It should be reserved for extreme moments of pain, e.g. death. Don't know what e.g. means. But anyways, even I, as a woman, would be embarrassed and I would not cry in public. I'd rather excuse myself or go somewhere else, do anything but put my tears on display. So the groom crying at his wedding is even more gay because it's definitely done for vanity slash show. Consider why the bride never cries when she sees her groom during modern weddings. Surely she feels the same emotion. It's because showing the man cry is part of feminist ritual. Look how you've already started and emasculate how to. Okay, hold on. Rewind. All right, now play. Look how you've already started to emasculate this man. It's like a triumph of role reversal. Modern women are unaware of the degree to which feminism has normalized the emasculation and disrespect of men in their lives. They interrupt men when they talk. They correct them publicly. They make them the butt of their joke. No wonder marriage is seen as a trap by sane men. The modern world is very emasculated, gynocentric society. I think I got gynocentric, look, tomato. All right. Anyways, the tweets are still dumb. Okay. Regardless of the wordplay, the tweets are still dumb. But anyways. Then she goes on to say the layers of programming are very thick. You need to be brutally honest about how you discuss instincts to understand how men and women should and should not behave in order to recalibrate to any healthy norm. So then, and the woman is married. So yeah, a lot of people must have been telling her that she's probably not married. Even I thought she wasn't married, but she goes on to say, "My husband tells me I'm right, and all these American guys on Twitter are p words." So case closed. Wow. And then she's tweeting out some other dumb stuff and things. So here's the thing about that, right? You're allowed to do whatever you want to do at your wedding. Don't allow what's this woman's name? Meg Ha. Meg Ha. Dang. Okay. But anyways, don't allow Meg Ha to tell you what to do at your wedding. It's your wedding. It's your special day. But I wanted to talk on this more so for my point of view, right? All right, so I'm not going to lie with you guys. I've struggled when it came to, relationships and trying to find the right one and all that stuff. I struggle with that stuff. I feel like a lot of people can agree on that or say the same thing for themselves. So let's just say I find the right one, right? I find the right one. I know for a fact that I am going to marry this woman, and she knows for a fact that I am going to ask her to marry me. Right off jump, she already says yes. Okay, so this is happening. This is somebody I know I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. I know I'm going to have a family with them. This is a happy moment for me because this is something that I've prayed for. This is something that I've dreamed for. This is something where if people like close friends that I have talked to about stuff like this, they know how much I've struggled with this. So I feel like to just have that moment, right? To just really have that moment, it's most likely going to be emotional for me, right? So fast forward, wedding day. It's happening, all right? I know I'm going to spend the rest of my life with this woman. So it's a sign of whatever this woman was trying overall, because I don't want to use the terminology that she was using. So it's wrong for me to cry. That's how I'm gonna work that. It's wrong for me to cry on in the thing. And then she also said that you don't see women crying at their wedding. They do. They have shown in like times where women will renew their vows and they will cry during moments like that. Please, any woman that has cried during their wedding, feel free to comment down below, okay? But it is nothing wrong. If you have it where there will be people in the crowd crying, there will be people watching this, whatever it is, at home, they're crying. There's people all over the world, okay? All over the world, whether they are a part of that wedding or not a part of that wedding, to just see people go through such a happy moment in their life, okay? How is it wrong to feel a certain way about that? So like when I saw that, and I was just, and hold on for a second, I just want to see what I had said about it. So I was like, people tweet stuff like this when they're the toxic one in their relationship and can't find nobody. Now I stand by that. I truly do believe that she's the toxic one in the relationship, because you're trying to find validation for your own personal opinion on something, and if her husband did agree with her, he's probably only doing that so she can hurry up, get out of his ear, because he and the whole world knows that she is one of those people where she always has to be right in the conversation. Always. And that's one thing that I cannot stand, is a person that wants to be right in the whole conversation, never want to be wrong. It can even be on something that they don't know absolutely nothing about. They could be sitting there, let's just say for an example, she's not in the video games, really don't know whether she's in the video games or not, but let's just say she's not into video games, right? And I'm telling her, oh, this video game is about the freaking, it's about pigs and goats fighting with one another. And she's all like, well, no, it's not. It seems like it's about something else. I'm like, fam, it literally says that in the description of this video game, where I think there's a hidden message, a hidden agenda about, I'm like, you're reading into too much about this game. It's about pigs and goats fighting with one another. You see them pigs and goats fighting? They're fighting with one another. That's what this video game is about. No, it's not. I think it's a little bit more, but we can agree to disagree. There ain't no agree to disagree. This game is about pigs and goats fighting with one another. It ain't about whatever you got in your head. So, yeah, it's like, but it's when I have conversations like that, I seriously try that. That's why a lot of the times you guys really don't see me arguing as much on social media, because it takes too much away from my mental, all right? I'm trying to keep myself as sane as I possibly can be. But when I get into these pointless, around the circle arguments, it leads me nowhere, okay? It leads absolutely nowhere for both parties, okay? So when people go out and they say tweets like that, like, are you speaking for yourself or are you speaking for the whole world? Because people need to understand this. You're not a spokesperson for anybody walking the face of this earth besides yourself. You only speak for yourself. If a man wants to cry at his wedding, that man has every God-given right to cry at his wedding. And if I decide to cry at my wedding, guess what? That's my decision. Those are my emotions coming out. I'm sitting down thinking to myself, I finally made it. I finally found the right one. This is really happening. This ain't no dream. This isn't being acted out. This is real life stuff. I am happy right now. Why is somebody trying to take away that happiness from me? You don't know anything about that. Somebody where it's like they're just speaking on what they're seeing, like the cover. They're not even reading into the book to see what this book is about. They're just judging the book by its cover. So you don't know what that person's been through. You don't know what they got going on in their lives. They finally find the right one, and you're trying to tell them that it's wrong that they're crying at their wedding. How? Because of all these bunch of words that you compiled up together, you therefore think that you're right in what you're saying, all right? Fam, you need to understand this. Whatever you say, that's on you. That is your life. That is your lifestyle. The rest of this world, man, woman, whoever, if they want to cry at their wedding, fam, they are allowed to cry at their wedding. That is theirs. So it's like, if it's, the thing is, even if it should not, it should. So, and that's the type of stuff where it's like, you will really, like, your husband, he is showing these, like, emotions that you most likely see on either rare occasions or that you've never seen before. This man is giving you his God honest emotions. He is happy. He has struggled through life. He has struggled trying to find the right one. He is giving you these emotions, and you're already getting ready to leave this man because he's crying? Like, come on, bruh. Like, that's the type of stuff where it's like, look, you know, because I feel like a lot of people, they look at that as that it's a weak emotion. It's a weak emotion for a man to cry. Fam, I cried before and after I became a man. So it's like, and the thing is this, it doesn't take away that pain that you feel. You feel something regardless of whether it's happy crying or sad crying, but it's like you feel something. And if a crying emotion comes out of you, fam, I'm not going to be like, nah, man, I'm a man. I'm not allowed to cry. No, cry. I encourage any man out there that is watching this video, cry. Have yourself a good cry, okay? But I'm not saying like just force yourself to start crying, but I'm saying the next time when you feel that you're about to cry on some stuff, right? Whether it's a movie, a music video, TV show, book, tweet, Instagram post, anything out there in this world, Facebook, MySpace post, it don't matter what it is, okay? A TikTok video, a old Vine, if there is something that brings you genuine happiness or sadness, whichever, and you feel that you need to cry, let that cry out, okay? But don't let Meg Ha, what's this girl's name? Meg Ha Verma Art. Don't let her tell you nothing about what you want to do with what you got going on in you and stuff. So yeah, it's something where I'm like, I saw that tweet and I was like, man, there's just people in this world where it's like you got like a lot of Andrew Tates like walking around the face of this earth. But I mean, like, it ain't even like, I mean, even before Andrew Tate, you still had it where there were people out there where they felt like that they needed to have a say so in whatever a person got going on in their lives. And I get like, you know, at some, because I feel like at some point in times I probably had said some things and did some things. And as you get older and then you realize like the stuff that you say don't really matter. Like, even if you do have like a big following, even if you do have like a lot of people that like really, but at the end of the day, that stuff don't really matter. Like, I know that there's things that I'll agree on and don't agree on, but it don't matter, because that's one that, at least if I'm gonna come out and say, all right, let's just say, yeah, being a sneakerhead, it's stupid. Who's gonna really be out here buying a bunch of shoes? It's dumb. Don't know the funny thing was, I was like that at one point in time in my life. I was really like that. I was like, bro, who is out here spending $200 on some shoes? That is dumb. That is stupid. No, I would never spend $200 on some shoes. Literally, within the first year of me being a sneakerhead, I spent $200 on a pair of shoes. And guess what? A couple of weeks after that, I think I spent another $200 on a pair of shoes. Guess what? I think the highest I have ever spent on a pair of shoes was like maybe over $500, all right? But no, it was the freaking the lost and found ones, the like Air Jordan 1 like Chicago colorway, like the very first pair of Air Jordan 1s. And guess what? I wear those shoes around my house because I'm not gonna wear them outside. No. I'm not gonna spend that type of money on a pair of shoes to dirty them up. No, those are my house slippers. Those are what those shoes are. But the funny thing is like, I remember back when I was in high school, I was careless about shoes. Bro, I remember I had a pair of these Kobe 5s and literally broke if you know how like Kobe 5s were like shaped where it got like that plastic in the back and then it got that mesh, I broke the mesh off of the plastic and I was like, oh well. I was kind of like, oh man, that's unfortunate, but I was like, oh well. Donated the shoes, not realizing that, I was going to like want to get me, I mean, I wouldn't be able to fit them and things, like those shoes would have just been sitting in here collecting dust and stuff. But still though, it was like, it was something where I was like, I just being a sneakerhead, yeah, you're thinking to yourself, oh, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to do this. And then it's like, and that's overall like the point that I'm trying to make, is that I feel like that this girl, she's going to be caught up in a situation where she's going to be thinking along these lines. Like, it might not be this tweet, it might not be, seeing a man cry at a wedding, but I would like to hope and think, like, if you see, like talking to women out there, if you see your man crying at the wedding and stuff, don't look at him like, oh, he's weak, he's this. Like, This man has all that just shows that that man really loves you. All right, because I'm not saying like, oh, if he doesn't cry he don't love you, like don't be expecting it, but I'm just saying like that's something where it's like if a man shows you that type of emotions, that man really loves you. Okay, but again, not saying like, oh, if he doesn't, because I feel like me saying that, then the woman's gonna be, getting married, let's say tomorrow or something, and she's all like, oh, you didn't, this YouTuber TMossBoss, he said like if a man cries at the wedding he loves you, but he might have not said it, but he also was saying like along the line, or if he doesn't cry or something. I'm like, I did not say that. Don't put words in my mouth, okay? If he cries, he cries. If he doesn't, fam, if he loves you, you'll know. If he doesn't, you'll know. All right, but anyways, but no, I do feel like that this girl, there's gonna be at a point in time where she does make out some like old dumb tweet and things or posts on social media, whatever. She's gonna say some old dumb stuff, and it's just gonna backfire on her. She'll probably say some things all like, oh, a woman shouldn't cry on love story movies. She's gonna watch that one love story movie where it really hits home for her, and then she's gonna break out in tears and start crying. And the thing is, like, people are gonna be looking at her all like, fam, weren't you the one that said like women shouldn't be crying on movies? What's this? What's this? Hold on for a second. Hold on for 1 second, okay? Nah, flag on the play. What you got going on right now? So I'm saying it's like, people, if you have your own personal opinions on stuff, okay, fine, cool. Have your own personal opinions on stuff. But if you're trying to make it seem like that everybody needs to agree with you, or that maybe that's not what she's trying to do. Maybe she was just saying that just to say that, and the stuff went viral. If that's the case, then okay, stuff went viral, whatever. But the thing is this though. Let's say if I were to invite this woman to my wedding, right? I'm up there crying. She stands up and she talking about I ain't gonna, say it, but what she said and things. She's standing up and yelling at me. I guarantee and I promise you, whatever sneaker I'm wearing, because I'm most likely gonna be wearing sneakers on my wedding day, but whatever sneaker I'm wearing, I'm literally throwing them at her like that dude was throwing shoes at George Bush, okay? And I'm not gonna miss. Oh, trust me, okay? The times I remember back when I was in school, as a kid playing baseball, oh, trust me, accurate hit, lifting that leg up, throwing that shoe clean. And I'm making sure if it's like a Jordan, if I'm wearing a shoe like this, I want that shoe to go full speed and just skin the top of her forehead, all right? Seriously, I will make sure of it that I connect with her head, okay? To the point where I knock her unconscious, okay? So, but yeah, do not, anybody out there in this world, do not think along those lines. If you see your man crying at your wedding, or if you are a man crying at a wedding, do not think differently of it, okay? Think of that as a breakthrough, and in your relationship, and you as a person, you're showing more emotions, which is good, okay? It's always good to show off your emotions, because it ain't no different. Let's say like going in the opposite direction, somebody hands you a gift. It ain't that, what she's saying ain't no different if somebody were to come out and say, oh, if somebody gives you a gift, you shouldn't be happy about it. Because you being a man, you gotta be masculine, and feminists gotta be a feminist, and that's all that I picked up from them tweets. But let's just say that was the case. I'm like, okay, so what? I'm just supposed to just be sitting there with the gift like, oh, thank you. I guess, like, we're living in a world where people are like afraid of showing emotions. People, please do not be afraid to show your emotions under any circumstances, okay? So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.